Good morning, dear students. So, in today's class, we will study the behavior of trigonometric functions in different quadrants. Okay. First of all, let us see the behavior of sine function and cos function in the all the quadrants. So, I draw a unit circle. So, behavior of t functions in different quadrants. Dear students, as you know, this is the first quadrant. In the first quadrant, only positive means abscissa positive, ordinate positive. So this is an unit circle. So suppose here is a point P and its coordinate is xy. Actually it is x stand for what? X stand for cos theta. That is, cos theta will be represented by x and sin theta will be represented by y. So then this cos theta and sin theta both are positive here. So in this quadrant, cos theta, sin theta both are positive. Suppose this arc, substance and angle here theta, then so this cos theta value and sin theta value both are positive here in the first quadrant. So in the second quadrant, as you know, this is abscissa negative, ordinate positive. So it will be cos theta negative but sin theta positive here. So a point is here means its coordinates are minus cos theta and sin theta. A point which is here, both are negative here now, negative because this is negative positive, abscissa negative, ordinate positive. Here positive negative means both are opposite of these two. So cos theta negative and sin theta also negative here. Then here positive negative means abscissa positive, cos theta will be positive but sin theta will be negative. So these are the signs of this trigonometric functions cos theta and sin theta in different quadrants. Dear students, this is an unit circle. Okay, this is an unit circle. Here the coordinate is 1, 0 at this point, where on the x-axis only, where the circle has intersected the x-axis, that point's coordinate is 1, 0. Now circle has intersected this y-axis at this 0, 1, and here it is minus 1, 0. No, here it is 0, minus 1. Okay. Now dear students, I want you to observe the first quadrant's points of the unit circle. Okay. Dear students, just you see this point which is on the unit circle, this point, its coordinate is here 1 and the other ordinate is 0. Means abscissa 1, ordinate 0. And here abscissa 0, ordinate 1. So that means here this is the value of cos theta, and this is the value of sin theta. If I ask you how this sin theta value is changing, sin theta here at the lowest point here it is 0, means on the x-axis it is 0. As it will go, means as we will move forward like this in anti-clockwise direction, at this point the sin theta value is increased. Now this is sin theta. Next here sin theta more than before, here also like that. In all these points sin theta is going to increase. That's it. As it is increasing, then lastly at this place it is increased up to 1. So when the angle, suppose I measure this angle, this will be some angle less than 90 degree, this will be another angle less than 90. So now as this angle is growing and growing now, then at pi by 2, means in the first quadrant from 0 to pi by 2, when it has come, the arc has subtended pi by 2 angle, that time the sin theta value is changed from 0 to 1. So what you can say here, that in the first quadrant sin value increases from 0 to 1. Increases, we can say here, increases from 0 to 1. Sin value increases from 0 to 1 in the first quadrant. It increases from 0 to 1. Just you see, 0 here it was, and now it is 1. And cos theta value decreases. So it is increasing, but cos is decreasing. Decreases. Why decreases? Because at first cos theta is at this place it is 1, and here it is now 0. So cos decreases from 1 to 0. That is the behavior of sine and cos function in the first quadrant. In the first quadrant, sine and cos sine will increase from 0 to 1, and cos will decrease from 1 to 0. This is the behavior of sine and cos function. Look at second quadrant. Second quadrant is a C. Again, after this, see, the curve is going lower and lower and lower towards x-axis. So the height of this points, height of these points from the x-axis is decreasing or not. Maximum it was 1. After that, it is less than 1. This line is again smaller than 1 unit. This line will be smaller than 1, smaller than 1, smaller than 1, smaller than 1, smaller than 1. Lastly, it has become here 0. That means the height is decreasing from 1 to 0. In the second quadrant, what is happening? Value of sine theta is changing from 1 to 0. So sine theta decreases from 1 to 0 in the second quadrant. What you can say? In second quadrant, this is in first quadrant. This is in first quadrant. Then in second quadrant, you can say like this. In second quadrant, second quadrant, the value of sine theta decreases from 1 to 0. Sine decreases from maximum 1 it was, and now it is 0, 1 to 0. So now you look at cos values. As you see, dear students, cos value means this way the base is cos, base is this one before, now it is again this one, now it is again this one, increasing, but increasing in the negative side means what? Decrease, because first base is this one, next this one, next this one, next this one, next this one. So you see base value is what it is now? 0, minus 1. So the base is actually, it is, since it is negative, we will say cos value is decreasing from 0 to, before it was 0, it was 0 x coordinate, now it is minus 1. So 0 is bigger or minus 1 is bigger? As you see, this is 0 and here is minus 1. If it goes from 0 to minus 1, that means it is decreasing only. So cos is decreasing in the second quadrant, and sine is also decreasing. Sine and cos both decreasing. So we will say cos also decreases from 1 to this one, what called 0 to minus 1. Cos decreases from 0 to minus 1. Have you understood, dear students? Now, if in third quadrant you observe, in the third quadrant you see, as you are going from here to this place. So cos value, it was first minus 1 here. Now as you are going to this point, cos value is now 0. What will you say? Minus 1 to 0. The direction is what? Going from left to right. No, minus 1 to 0. It is called increase. If you move from right to left, then it is decrease. On the number line, when you move from, on the number line I am saying, on the number line when you move from 0 to this left hand side, means right hand side to left hand side, that is called decrease, and left hand side to right hand side is called increase. So you see, minus 1 was the value here, now it is 0. So you can say cos value is increased, cos is increasing. And what about sine? Sine, you see, before it was 0, now it is now minus 1. What you will say? 0 to minus 1 is decrease only. So cos is increasing in the third quadrant and sine is decreasing. So we can write this way: in third quadrant, cos, what you will say, cos increases from -1 to 0, but sine 0 to -1 decreases only. Sine decreases from 0 to -1. Have you understood? Now in the fourth quadrant, what happens here, just you look at the diagram. In the fourth quadrant, cos is starting from 0 because this is called fourth quadrant. In this quadrant, how it is, cos value is changing. First it was 0 and then lastly it is 1. 0 to 1 means 0 is here, 1 is here. What you'll say, 0 to 1 means left to right. Movement of a point from left to right is increase, so it is increasing. So cos increases again, increases from 0 to 1. Sine, what happens to sine values? Sine value, at first it was -1 at this point in the fourth quadrant. -1 goes to 0. Going from -1 to 0 is increase. So here it will say sine also increases from -1 to 0. -1 to 0 it is increase sine value. So these are the this is the behavior of sine and cos function in different quadrants. Now what about the other what called trigonometric functions? Tan, cot, sec, cosec. Let us see tan. When you look at the first quadrant, you will realize one thing here. In the first quadrant, sine is actually cos is decreasing and sine is increasing. Sine is from 0 to 1. So tan is actually dependent on sine and cos. Tan is sine divided by cos. Means tan theta is equal to sine theta by cos theta. Now you just think, sine theta maximum it is 1 and minimum it is 0. So when sine theta is going to, cos theta I am saying, cos theta is maximum 1 here and minimum 0. So if cos theta decreases and sine theta increases, then denominator decreases. Look at, see, when suppose I say 10 divided by 5, what is the result? 2. No? Okay, the result is 2. Now 10 divided by 2, what is the result? 5. So we have realized one thing, denominator if we decrease, keeping the numerator fixed, or suppose we are increasing the numerator also, no problem. Suppose it was 10, now I have said suppose 12. 2 divides 12 6 times. So what I want to say to you that if numerator is kept fixed or it is increased but the denominator is decreased, numerator by denominator gives you a result which will be smaller than the numerator by denominator when the denominator is decreased. So in our first case, you see 10 by 5 is 2. At the same time 10 by 2 is 5. The result is bigger. Here the result is 2 and here the result is 5. So that you should compare this whole thing, that about tan ratio. Tan theta also is like that only. Tan theta is what? Dependent on sine and cos. Now when sine value will increase from 0 to 1, sine value will increase from 0 to 1. At the same time cos value is decreasing 1 to 0. It is decrease and it is increase. Just now you saw 10 by 2 where is it is 5. Again 10 by 5 is what? 2. So when the denominator is going to decrease if the numerator is kept fixed, no, then the result will be what? So denominator is decreased, the result is increased. So what you can say then? What is the behavior of 10 ratio in the first quadrant? 10 ratio is going to increase or 10 ratio is going to decrease? 10 ratio is going to increase because the sign is getting increased, 0 to 1, and cos is getting decreased. So just you think 10 by 20 by 10, 20 by 5, 20 by 2. As you are reducing the denominator, 10, 5, 2, no, like that, the whole result is getting increased. 20 by 10 is 2. 20 by 5 is 4. 20 by 2 is 10. Do you notice the increase in the result? When the denominator is going to decrease, if the numerator is increased or it is kept fixed also, then also the new results will be greater than the previous results. As you have realized here, 20 by 10, 20 by 5, 20 by 2. I have shown you with this experiment. 20 by 10 is 2, 20 by 5 is 4, 20 by 2 is 10. What did you notice? 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 10. So that means the result is going to increase if we keep the numerator increased and the denominator decreased, or numerator fixed and the denominator is decreased. The result will be always, new results will be greater than original results, old results. Okay, dear students. So you have understood that 10 ratio is going to increase in the first quadrant. Increase in the first quadrant. Clear? So the remaining trigonometric ratios behavior we will study in our next class. Thank you, dear students. For today, this much only.